Hey, thanks for teaching me about my property tax bill. It's really helpful to understand how it's all calculated and where my taxes are going. No problem. A lot of this stuff can be really complicated. It's my job to help. But that got me thinking, once the county has my taxes, where do they go? Great question. As a government organization, we have an obligation to be transparent with our financials. And to do that, we need to have a clear idea of every dollar coming in and going out and what purpose it serves. Okay, that makes sense. And just like with your personal finances, it all starts with a budget. Every year, our Fiscal Services Department develops a budget that makes sure the county fulfills its legal obligations and effectively provides services to residents within the constraints of our revenue. This can be a lot of work since they need to work with every department to gauge their needs and anticipate any changes in cost. They also need to make contingency plans, as some of our funding comes from sources that aren't guaranteed, like state and federal grants and programs like Medicaid. Man, that does sound like a lot of work. When does this all happen? Well, the budget team works year-round, and they have a few deadlines throughout the year, but things really start heating up in the summer when they start to present proposed budgets and hold public hearings. After months of crunching the numbers, public input, and revisions, the budget is generally approved by the Board of Commissioners in September before the new fiscal year begins on the 1st of October. Hold on, the 1st of October? Like last year? That's right, we may have just crossed into the 2026 calendar year, but we've been in fiscal year 2026 for over 2 months already. It's pretty normal to do things like that. That's how the federal government works, and you see offset schedules like this in the private sector a lot too. A lot of retail stores end their fiscal year at the end of January, for example. That makes sense. Let's say I want to look into how the county is spending its money. Is there an easy way to do that, or do I have to jump through a bunch of hoops? Of course, like I said, we have an obligation to be transparent. The good news is that it's easier than ever for you to see and understand our annual budget. Our Fiscal Services Department works hard once the budget passes to develop a neat little document they call a budget book. It's an interactive page on our website that lays out our plan for the year, down to the last dollar, that updates as things change throughout the year. Just go to myottawa.org/fiscal-services/budget. Wow, this is really detailed. That's right, it's all right there. If you need any help understanding some of the different aspects of the budget, like funding sources and individual departments and their function, each one has its own page. The Budget Overview tab is also really helpful. Oh, nice, yeah. And if you're interested in learning more about how our budget is developed, you can check out the October 16th episode of Ottawa Out Loud, where 2 members of our budget team joined me to talk more about the process. That's awesome. Say, how do you know so much about Ottawa County's government? Hey, it's easy. I follow Ottawa County on social media to watch informative and educational content just like this every week. Nice. Well, I gotta go. It's almost time for Yoda class. Don't you mean yoga class? Made a mistake, I have.